Good evening, people. You are welcome to the new show. It is still Chew the Fat. I am still Daps. That is still Suits. However, we're switching it up and we're making every other Friday about UK music, UK rap, UK RnB. Hopefully, UK RnB will start coming in more and more.
It's that season.
So yeah, it's Chew the Fat. Still Lookout Show presents. It's still Never a Foul, but it's the, what do we call it in the end? The UK. There we go. Thank you. UK Music Roundup. So we're just going to kind of talk UK music, but also try and review the latest tracks that have just come out. Now, for this, we felt it wasn't just about me and Suits. We needed some of the man them with ears. So I was hoping I was going to be able to introduce both of them at the same time, but I can't because one of them got a flat tire. So right now we are going to introduce Mo Blogs. What are you saying, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm here.
And Mo is here for me to bring the young, fresh ears to the game, right? And I already know we're not going to get into it till Machine Man Tim, who is the other host, is here. However, Mo, I know we're going to have differences of opinions, like already from what you said, what you were saying in the group today.
Oh, it's going to get controversial.
Yeah. It's going to get controversial.
It happens, man. It happens. They can't make music for everybody, but
absolutely. Yeah. We agree on a lot. But
yeah.
First, shout out Uncle Laurie in the comments. Yeah, absolutely. And then straight after this show, of course, we go into the Lookout Show, 10 till midnight on mixcloud.com/the Lookout Show UK. So we're going to kind of wait till Machine Man Tim joins us to start talking this week's reviews and whatever else. And there's been some news today that is very relevant to UK music. What it means, we don't know yet, because we don't know if they're going to get, charged and whatever. But the news that, for those of you that don't know and didn't clock on by names, Nines. In fact, let's pause on it because we've got our other host in the building.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Have we?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, bring him in.
No. Actually, no, he's not there.
He's not there.
No, he's not
right,
there.
Was that the screen share? Okay, my bad. I saw the screen share. So bring the screen share back up. For those of you that don't know and didn't clock, basically, Nines and one other person. Didn't do the name check, but I'm praying to God it wasn't Scraps.
No names.
Yeah, they've basically been arrested for importation, I believe, of Class B. So, is it just importation?
He got caught for intent to supply, so it's not a great one, man.
I read Class B. What is it? More than Class B?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I think there was Class A mentioned as well, but yeah, it's not great. It's not something.
You know what? The problem is when you've got, like I said off air before, that I imagine that they've been building this case for some time, right? But then also, it is the fact that when you're talking importation, this isn't just a little arrest. They've been building a case. Importation. They've done surveillance, probably. Yeah. So I'm not saying he's guilty, but I'm saying for him to be arrested of it and it being importation, I would imagine customs, not even the police, to be fair, customs think they've got a fairly
solid
waterproof, R0, AC9 have been on the job. AC12, sorry.
Yeah. And, whatever happens, whatever comes out of this, the minimum isn't going to be nice.
On importation of Class A and Class B.
Yeah,
it's a sticky one.
He's rapped about how he's had the best lawyer in the game and he's got out of cases with him. But I don't know about this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the thing is, right? The one thing I will say is there's definitely no way that customs or the police on this one are going to be able to use what he raps about, right? Because of the way he presents it. Like, Nines is always very clever, always has been, that he's telling a story. Yeah, that's him. He's telling a story, and he's made it very clear in some of his films and in whatever else. Right, he is here. That was him a minute ago. I swear.
Oh, hiding underneath. Okay,
so in fact, let's just bring him in. So go back to big screen quick, because I want his view on it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth host of Chew the Fat UK Music Roundup, man like Machine Man Tim. What is good, bro?
What's good?
You sort your tire?
Yeah, man. I had to pay like a bill there.
Good. Well, just think yourself lucky. Think yourself lucky you haven't got Mario's whip, because if you've got Mario's whip, you're probably looking about 3 bills a tire.
Replacement tires, crazy.
Listen, all I went to do was look at some furniture. Imagine that. I went around the corner to look at some furniture, some mad pothole in the road, and I was like, "Yo, that was an expensive trip around the corner." Like,
what? And did you get the furniture?
No, bro.
But imagine this. I just got a speeding fine. Yeah. Well, I'll probably get the fine and hopefully a course, right, for going for a bloody COVID test, bruv. Right? So imagine that journey. I caught COVID, but I tested positive for COVID and caught a fine for it as well.
That sounds like an L as well, still.
And you know, actually, and I got a phone call today. It takes them about a month to work it out. I got a phone call today, and they confirmed that I had the Indian variant. So yeah. We kind of knew it because we knew how my wife caught it. We knew where she'd caught it from. And if you imagine, in that room, there was social distancing, but without masks. There was there was 7 of them, 6 of them caught it. And this is the whole thing apparently with the Indian variant is it's not any worse. It just spreads a lot quicker. So, but I mean, apparently there's a Delta variant now.
That's what it is. It's the Indian Delta.
Right. Okay.
So obviously, people had a problem with Donald Trump calling it the Chinese virus and stuff like that. Now everyone's happily calling it the Indian virus. So
yeah, that's real chat as well, you know.
No, it is chat. Yeah. So now they've kind of switched it and changed it to the Delta.
But so thanks for joining us. Obviously, we've said what the show is going to be about, Tim. But before you joined us, we started talking about the 9 situation.
Yeah, I was here. I was in the backstage or whatever.
I knew it was you. I said to Soups, "He's here, bruv," and he was like, "Nah, that's a screen share." But
I wanted to see all my input on it. I thought I said I want it.
So yeah, would you agree? I mean, the fact that it's a case of that level. This isn't just a little bit.
It's just to be honest, it's peak. I think it's peak.
Yeah, I think they will have been building I mean, when customs get involved in something, they've been building a case for a while. So,
yeah. And the thing is, his music is autobiographical, and I think that could, trust me, I think I saw that potentially being an issue because it's just if you really are, let's just say, let's say, I don't know if it's real or fake, but let's just say if he is doing what he says in his music, which is half road, half top of the music, and get a #1 album, then you're definitely going to get taken down because they're not going to let that run.
I hear what you're saying, but my stance on it, is that when I've watched in particular his last film, what was the one before, the last mini film he did?
The Crop Circle.
Nah,
it was Crabs in the Bucket.
Crabs in the Bucket, yeah. Okay. And in it, he can fully say it's a story, it's a soundtrack to a film. My music, and you know what? I'll be 100. It's the same with unless it's at magistrates. Yeah, at magistrates, everything is black and white, right? There's no reasoning. It's black and white. If you did this, you get done for it, but it's minimal. You do. The minute you get to crowns, and I don't know if there is one bigger than Crown. Thank goodness, I wouldn't know that. But
or High Court.
It might be High Court, but then
not going into that. So
there is a lot more context behind things. Yeah, people will and with this, ultimately, it's the same as in a Crown Court. It depends what judge you get, because you will get some judges that will come in, say, on a conspiracy theory and just go, not having conspiracy in my court, not interested. Unless that person was caught with that, red-handed, rare, I'm not on it.
No, listen, I hope it is that. At the end of the day, one thing we know, he's got not the bad boy.
Yeah, of course. But then you get some judges that will just be like, they're all for conspiracy, and they'll be like, yeah, it's obvious. You're calling this guy 10 times a day, and he speaks to these people, and some judges go for it, others don't. So,
listen, you got to think like these men are probably what, because they've got M kind of charges around their whole thing anyway. So that's probably how they even find out these things.
Yeah, real talk. So the thing is, I mean, there is probably a catalogue of Nine's music, right? I mean, first and foremost, I hope Nines gets. I hope Nines busts his case.
I hope both Nines and Scraps bust case.
Well, it's not Scraps. It's not Scraps.
Scraps is already in prison, isn't he?
Or is it Scraps?
I hope they bust case.
Hold on. When you said it's Scraps, why did you say that? Have you just looked something up?
Yeah.
So it's Nines and Scraps.
I thought Scraps was already in prison.
Hold on, Soups is looking at something online, bruv.
Yeah, I'm sure Scraps is already in prison.
I don't trust these neeks online.
Scraps is out. Scraps was in prison. He's out. But
no,
ultimately, it's simple. Whatever that second name is, with my eyes, I ain't seeing it. But Google it real quick.
And what's the second name? Jason Thompson.
I think I got it.
It's Scraps 35.
I hope Nines.
Right. Okay. So.
Hope Nines bust.
Hopes Nines busts his case. Fully. I hope he's innocent. Didn't do it. Bust his case. However, as a fan of Nines music, if he doesn't bust case, will his music? I mean, I would imagine if his label might.
He's got enough music to. I mean, I don't know how far he is with regards to recording another album or anything like that, but he's got enough music that people keep listening to music and. He's had a number one album.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's finished with music anyway because.
No.
He's not. He said he's got 2 albums left. That's all.
Okay, cool.
He wanted to drop them both by the end of next year, but I don't think that's realistic.
And I mean, he's flag. I dare say Ice City will keep going. Scraps hopefully will be involved, and they've got their hype man. Can't remember his name. That will hopefully keep the flag flying and whatever else. But
I can't remember his name.
What's his name?
I keep the flag going.
What's his name?
Who? Which one though? What? Dan, Jay, whatever.
No, not music. His guy, his hype man.
Oh, Keys,
that's it. That'll probably keep it running. With
him. That might be the other guy.
That might be the other guy. To be frank with you, that might be the other guy thinking about it. Yeah, realistically. So, do you want to get through the comments real quick?
Yes, please. So, big up Callum. He's saying the real question is, like when we start discussing music and stuff, he's saying the real question is, does anyone actually rate RD music?
We're going to get into that in a minute.
We'll get on to that.
We will.
Most definitely.
Big up Tim Smith. He's saying, hi, lads.
Hi, Tim. Good evening.
Hi, everyone in the chats as well. Saying, yeah, listen to Tim. He's giving good advice, saying, smash the likes, please.
Yeah, smash the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.
There's a massive flavour to discuss RD. Because Alfie Draper's saying, all right, lads, have you heard RD Oliver Twist? Yeah, we have.
That's what we're going to tap into, isn't it? The new
topic like that, though.
And you know what? You made a track called Oliver Twist, didn't it?
Yeah, I did still.
It's got a Pick a Pocket or Two sample. Hold tight, Twister locked in as well. In this, one big count, making cash.
Large amounts.
We say no deep case.
One piece, you've got to pick a pocket or two.
So
we say low deep can suit RD. Is that what streets are screaming?
So all right, you know what? So
we'll discuss RD then.
Let's start off with that. So one of the segments we're going to discuss today is white rappers. Yeah, because right now you've got H who's up there, right? Now then you've got Morrison, who has been about for a long time, deserves his roses, yeah, and's got a big hype behind his name, yeah.
Well, you be spinning his verse tune.
Not feeling it, bruv, but I am not at all.
I am.
What do you like it?
I think it's sensational. To be fair,
I think it was. I think it was an impressive step because I wouldn't expect that.
Nah, and that's what I said, yeah. That because obviously. Cam showed Cordins. Cam showed us that H and Morrison, I think, linked up probably about 2 summers ago in Napa, yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
like proper. And if you go online, like I was trying to find artwork pictures earlier, and you're finding pictures of them together in Napa and whatever. Like they got on, they're connected. Like you said before, H is just a blessed guy, and Morrison is a blessed guy. So, so I always knew Summit was going to happen. Obviously, H is up there. You make a track with H, and it's the right
sailing,
vibe.
yeah,
it's getting commercial play.
I wonder if that tried this week, though. Did that try this week?
And you know, festivals, H is going to be able to bring Morrison in, or vice versa. Like them, that collab can happen at festivals with that type of music. So, and it was the first time we've kind of, obviously, because Morrison used to do UK rap, switched on to doing the kind of drill vibe. And this is probably the first time Morrison stepped out of that lane, and he's correct on it. It sounded.
I think he's doing it at a good time as well. I was hearing Chloe Coco Mikel, for people who know on Twitter, and she was talking about. She made a good point that the garage sound is slightly going back into, it's coming back into the scene a bit. Maybe that started with AJ Tracy doing it again. But it's coming back into it, and I think this Morrison and Ace track is just going to be a catalyst.
I don't think it's ever left. Like I think garage has been like bubbling every summer.
But see what I think right. So the whole thing is like the one music. Well, if we're talking urban-ish, right? Music. The one consistent music, is dance or house or whatever you want to call it. Like that will always just bubble away in the background forever. Always. And then obviously R&B and hip hop, predominantly we were American. Now we're building that scene. But then you've got your things like garage, funky house, the thing the Northerners listen to. What was it called? Baseline. Niche. You've got all these that keep circling around, right? And I feel like when things are circling around, it's because, like garage, the elders listen to. So the next group that comes through, it needs to go a generation to come again, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Otherwise, it seems to elders listen to that, right? And it's like now to the point where
that's why drill is what grime was.
Drill.
Youths listen to
there's certain music that will just always be there, and maybe change slightly, but they'll always be there. Then you've got these like fashionable things, and I feel like garage, it's gone long enough that youngers won't even know that that's what elders used to listen to, unless their parents maybe. But
it's gonna be like auto-tune man singing wavy stuff on garage beats. It's gonna be like,
isn't it? Because it is different. Because if we talk old school garage, it wasn't H and Morrison. It wasn't that vibe. But it wasn't, and it wasn't AJ Tracy vibe. It was mainly all about vocals. The minute rapping got involved, it turned very quickly into grime. Like very quickly.
Like, a lot of testosterone.
Within a year. Just like when remember when the MCs jumped on Funky House and it went from like Fish Go Deep to in a Bang, like.
And ultimately, like, but that Fish Go Deep and that type of vibe will just go into the background, join the dance house thing, and do it there, and they'll come back around. But so we've got all these, and then of course the outsider. If we're talking, it's a 3-horse race, and you've got the outsider that I rate probably more than RD is French the Kid, right? Like I think, but when I look at French the Kid, I just think this is a new school Devlin, right? But he's good. I need to see more variety from him. But RD, let's talk RD, because RD is the one that's got the hype around him. I think he represents the TikTok clan, right? Because I first come across RD on TikTok and bare people posting pictures of him saying, it's peak for H, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's crazy talk, man. It's just because there aren't that many white rappers.
It's the first thing.
Yeah, it's
you know what? People have got to put some respect on H's name at this point. That's what I'm screaming as well. Because
H has gone platinum. It's like you can't chat. You can't.
No. Listen, I don't care about that. I swear, I don't even care about that. Like that shouldn't be the first thing that we bring to the table to validate H. H is a cold spitter. That's what I'm going to say.
You know what?
H, regardless of color, age, whatever, H is a bad boy flow.
So let's first and foremost, we although we're talking about white rappers, that's because we want to say right now this is a segment. If we might do a segment on Asian rappers, we might do so. Yeah. But age, we're not going to bring into it, yeah. But when I come to, if I want to hear if someone can rap well, especially someone of H's age, yeah, I want to hear them on grime, just to see what they can do. And you can hear H on grime, yeah, cold,
not just chatting rubbish, not just all about flows, like literally
cold.
both.
The guy's cold, right?
Both got
like,
a combination.
He could comfortably survive in the grime garage in the weekend, comfortably.
Fully. Spin man.
That's okay. So that's good that we've said that. So let's put H at this end of the spectrum.
Yeah, H is up there. He's gone, man. He's gone, and he's valid. The one thing I think Machine Man Tim is trying to say is, although yes, H is gone, and we know H is gone.
Yeah.
We have to respect that he deserves to be gone, like, because musically, yeah, H is cold, yeah. Whether he can also make music for your children and whatever else, yeah, H is cold. The guy musically can spit.
I don't even think he's got the best songs or anything like that. I just think as an actual MC, he is spit. That's what.
I still think his my favorite H track is the one he came up on.
Oh yeah,
straight, yeah, like that. Yeah. That's smart. Okay. But then we've got RD.
Okay, right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we'll put H at this end of the spectrum, right at the top. Yeah. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but in the comments,
I don't even have to look at the. I can imagine what it's gonna say, but
they're saying RD is meaty.
Yeah.
So he's at the other end of the spectrum. Big up Twister, he's saying RD is meaty. Callum's agreeing, saying meaty.
You know, in the video, have you seen the way he skips? He does this weird jump skip thing. Like, it's all mad. It's all mad.
So I think me and Soups on the Lookout show have had a couple of like conversations about him where it's like, I want to like him, yeah, and I'm definitely working. I'm appreciating his work rate, yeah. Most definitely. For me, actually, if I'm being honest, Oliver Twist, yeah, his new track is probably his best track I've heard so far. However, as a rapper, the one, right, let's pause. Callum and Twister have both used the word meaty. So let's break down the word meaty, right?
Yeah.
What do you man feel?
Medium.
Oh, there we go.
No, that's funny.
And I'm not even
mediocre. Sorry, mediocre. Mediocre is actually what I mean.
Mediocre. For me, I'm never going to stand here and tell you RD is shit, right? I'm never going to tell you the guy can't spit, right? But right now, it seems to me like he's got a lot of hype. Yeah.
Obviously,
and you know what? He'd be an idiot not to ride it.
Exactly, yeah.
And I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, so he's riding the hype, obviously, off of the back of the Body remix.
And he was, right.
He pulled in good views before that. He had 2 singles before that, which did really well.
But it's the same as you all need that remix. You all need that. H got it. H got the remix.
Yeah.
H needed a remix to push him. Yeah. The man need that remix right now. That remix was clever because, and especially whoever from RDs, whether it's label or whatever, that was clever because Tion Wayne can spit, cool, right? But it's his track, so let's park him to one side. Russ can't spit for shit, but cool, we'll park him to one side. Apart from AJ Tracy, who they put a lot later, may I add? Yeah, not AJ Tracy. Sorry, not AJ Tracy. Bugsy Malone. Apart from Bugsy Malone, who they put a lot later in the track, tell me one other person on that track that comes decent.
I think Dark.
No. RD is the memorable. RD is actually the memorable.
Right. RD, apart from maybe Tion Wayne or Bugsy,
I reckon DJs are mixing it out. I reckon DJs are mixing it out after his piece, you know.
That's what I'm saying. They've made whoever agreed that or whatever, somehow RD has stood out. Like he stood out.
I think he's just been lucky. I think he's just been lucky, to be honest.
Nah, yeah, I think
he's song standing up. Like he came first on it.
The other thing you could say is that put RD on a track with a load of London drill artists. Yeah, like I've been talking about this on radio a bit. A lot of London man sound very similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, you've got a lot of Northerners that are coming up, yeah? And I'm not saying they can't spit. I'm not saying they don't deserve to. But when you're talking about, like, a lot of drill artists sound monotone, right? And it all sounds the same-ish. And then you've got these man from other ends with accents, yeah? And it's almost like having a bit of, it's not auto-tune, but it's like having a bit of auto-tune where all of a sudden you're like, oh, you sound different. And your ears, straight away, you're like, huh? Like, what? It's like if you're eating and then you eat food that's got a bit of salt, pepper, bit of seasoning in it. All of a sudden, your taste buds are like, "Oh, hello!" Like, so
I think it's like a million different things put together at once. He's got, first of all, he's new in his career, so it's not like we're hearing something crazy from him 4 years into it. He's 2 singles in, and now the remix was really.
No, he's not 2 singles in. He's not 2.
Is it not 2?
He's not 2 singles in.
All right,
nah, he's basically. He got signed back in October by Island. Okay. And what they did is they done a sweep and they removed everything. The only thing that's still available online for you to see is he's got an old Facebook page, so you can still see the stuff that was uploaded that was deleted from YouTube. And there's a black box that you can still see because he couldn't let that removed. But they say he got signed and they removed all his music.
Is that something labels do quite? Because I've clocked that as well. It
just depends on the artist, on what type of artist. Obviously, they thought let's change it because he was doing like kind of trying to do like Fredo pain rap not too long ago.
Yeah, like, so it probably looked like he was gonna hurt him if they came back to look at it.
So now they're saying Cheeky Chappy.
But are you trying to say Fredo talks pain?
No.
But there's a lot of people that are listening to what Fredo's talking about, thinking, "I need that pain in my life." That pain, inject me with that pain like it's COVID, bruv. Like
trap pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to say RD is shit, right?
So Meaty, do you think that's accurate?
I think he's just average, man. Like he's not. So, he don't deserve that standout thing.
So
no
Meaty,
way. I want to see RD put on a track, right? Imagine you put RD on a track with H. Yeah, oh no, that will happen.
I just think big him up, innit? Big him up. He's
up. Big him up.
Of course, big him up.
Look, the music hustle's mad. But I'm telling you I believe that will happen. The HRD collab. It'll probably happen on an RD album, yeah. I'm telling you, if it happens, there's either one of two things. Either H spins him so badly, or alternatively, the label brings in some ghostwriters, yeah. Because like
that goes back to what I was saying. I think RD has a lot of things going for him all at the same time. Like you just said, Tim, you just said that his label removed a lot of his tracks. Yeah. So from what it looks like to someone who's tapping into him now, he's barely got any music out. So there's not a lot to refer back to. Plus there's the fact that he's from Manny. So he's got that accent. From wherever he is. Yeah. So he's got an accent that comes with it. Plus he's got.
But stop on that. This is what I've been trying to work out. Yeah. Because at first,
less of an accent, but just a different sound.
But 100% agree with you. He just knows how to. And you know what? Actually, you've got to give him credit that he's using his voice to create his different sound. Because when I heard him talking about I'm from the seaside, and the way he was, I'm usually good with accents, but I'm like, hold on, what accent even is this? And I just presume
he's from London.
Well, but it sounds weird. And he's saying he's from seaside, I was thinking, is this done from Blackpool or something, Blackpool, because Blackpool, like, everyone knows it's the seaside, but I don't know what people from Blackpool sound like, but...
It's just different.
The guy's from Brighton, so credit to him that he ain't using auto-tune, but he's actually managed to find a bit of something.
He's just exploiting the fact that he sounds different to everyone in the UK right now.
That's what I'm saying. Fair play. Look, pick him up.
Plus, exactly. Plus, he's got confidence that a lot of rappers don't have. He could say the maddest stuff and probably get away with it.
This is let me give a prime example.
He can mash a mill this summer, you know. He can mash a mill this summer. And then what?
Oh, fully. Look. So he's not from,
I don't know if he's gonna last too long.
He's not from up north, but it's cheeky chappy. Like, man in Brighton aren't saying cheeky chappy, right?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, this isn't even him. This isn't even, I'm telling you, there's a video of him saying he doesn't even like drill. Like, this isn't him.
So what you're saying is labels got hold of him and said, look, you kind of look a little piece like H, yeah? You can come but on a slightly more road vibe, but still cheeky, still that cheeky chappy, but bit more road than H.
Right.
And the other thing is,
or he just made a song, or maybe he just made one song like that, and they said, yeah, say no more. Boom.
The TikTok
either way
at the moment.
Adiola.
But what was I going to say? As far as his flow, like his flow's average, like it's not bad.
I think his flow's pretty good.
His flow's all right, but you know what it is?
It's super. You're a joker.
His flow is only all right. Like we always say, especially me and Tim always say, we like that multi-syllable rhyming, and the longer you can carry it on, the better. The guy. We're going to move on to Meeks Manny later, but Meeks Manny changed his flow cleverly. RD just changed his flow. Like
Soups, man. Don't go on like you like that, man.
No. Well, hold on, no. Tim, are you saying his flow's dead?
Huh? No. There's no compliments. But Soups was giving him a compliment.
A compliment? I don't
know.
know.
You didn't. He said he's all right.
I think he flows all right.
All right.
No, you said better than all right.
Look, all right for me. All right for me.
You said that. You said something.
When you were talking about mashing a P, yeah, right. The relevance to that is that H's come up, yeah. Obviously, his old come up was on a label and whatever, yeah. He's left the label now, but then because of COVID, H has not had his summer of Glastonbury and like, do you know what I mean? I think he did Wireless, but he didn't get to that. Like, I think last summer, if it wasn't for COVID, I think H could have been main stage Glastonbury, like that level, yeah. Now, some of his festival bookings could be lost to RD.
Nah, I think he's just. I think he's going to be added as one of the smaller artists.
I hear you.
Look, right now, it's so clear with UK music because when I'm looking at music coming out, it's so clear that every UK artist is trying to time it correctly to do with festivals, yeah, right? And like right now, H isn't overly being spoke about, and RD's definitely putting the work in. Now, I'm not saying he deserves it more or nothing, but if his name is in people's mouth and he's looking 10 bags and H is looking 80 bags, yeah.
If you actually deep it, H has been on the top 3 song this year.
Mad.
This year with what?
With that A1 and J1.
Yeah.
What?
Latest trends. Trends.
Yeah. That's top 3.
Yes.
That was number 2 for like 2 weeks.
There you go.
This is mad, you know.
No, because that track has actually been bubbling on TikTok for a while, and then is when they finally released the music video, and then they released the audio. They did stupid numbers, and then H jumped on after. That did a couple million itself. So that track, numbers wise, is one of the best of the year so far.
Who's the other one? Like, I don't know how the money in TikTok works, but if it does work, then RD and Central C are mashing a P, because Central C is, if there's a drill video for a period on TikTok, and there's a lot of drill videos on TikTok, yeah, even if it's someone getting hold of one of them gaming apps where you can make Grand Theft Auto lookalike videos. Everyone was using Central C for a period of time. That everything to do with drill was just
that's what that latest Trends track was tapping into all the girls and all the men who wanted to show their lifestyle. That was kind of like the soundtrack behind that, and it was just bubbling away. They actually, if you know the story, that track started from House Party. They met on House Party, and then they made the single together.
Remember that app for 2 weeks? They thought they were about to mash a P, and then it just...
They lasted 2 weeks. Clubhouse lasted 2 months.
People still go on it, though. They still go on it. So Twister's saying he still doesn't have TikTok. Like, why not? Why the hell not? Like, you've got TikTok, right?
I'm about to do some production things on TikTok. Why not?
TikTok's great, man. It's good. It's good for just them quick videos to watch and that.
It's a serious app.
It's weird as hell. Don't ever go on there after like 11 at night, and go on the lives. And some of the things, like Soups, remember the first time I showed you, and there was a guy, like I think the guy was probably an actor, and he was like had his camera set up, and he was walking to the camera all slow with his face all painted, and then walking away, coming back with a bone, and like in the background was a cage,
stuff like that.
Or even worse, you'll go on there and see people walking through woods at like 2 a.m, pitch black dark. It's weird as hell.
Yeah,
and people
ghost hunters and weird people like that.
Pouring hot pepper sauce on their head and stuff.
Do you know what else it is? It's one of those platforms where you can learn stuff. I think that's the way they market it as well. You can learn stuff from there. So I think there's a sound on there. So when you record a video or someone records a video, you can separate the audio from the visual, and you can just use that sound. So a lot of people do that. They make videos using someone else's sound, and they mime along to it, and they do their own version.
That's so. I mean, my missus was using it just because it was like quite an easy app to use for making videos, not for TikTok.
Just to say, not selling it.
She'd like post on it, save it, delete it, and then put it on another app just because it's
TikTok's a serious app. Like in terms of
sell it to Twister. Sell it to Twister.
Listen, it's entirely your choice. But as a content creator,
other apps available.
TikTok is the reason. TikTok is the reason Instagram is on its toes right now, and so many more apps are on their toes with Reels. They're trying to they're doing catch up right now. That's how it is. Snapchat's now reached a point where they're going to have to add creator tools. So when you take a video, you can actually do stuff with the video and just send it.
I'm gonna try it.
It's a serious, and people are making serious money.
The thing is on TikTok, you can see people can get big on TikTok and a big following very quickly. Very quickly. I needed 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 something to go live, right? I got that in 2 days because if you're just willing to follow people, you'll get it. Like it's not long, you'll get it, But I'm not gonna lie. Trying to understand how you make a TikTok that blows, I have no idea. And that's what at that point I was like, I'm out. It's because of how early it's still a very new platform, to be honest. Because of how early it is, it's a very much a level playing field for all creators. So for Instagram, they will send your content out when you post something to like 2% of your followers. They will see it, and if they don't like it, it's a myth getting any likes. That's the reality. With TikTok they will send it out to your followers plus 10 people. If those 10 people like and engage, they'll send it out to 50 more people, and then it keeps in builder. And then you can get one video with 1 million, and the next it's a level playing field. It's an engagement thing.
He's sold it to me though.
But you see what? This is the thing, right?
This is the thing is you lot can hold me to this. I'm gonna jump on my TikTok thing, and I'm just gonna try by remixing some bait songs that the masses can appeal to, but in a cruddy way quickly, and just see how it does quickly. Just as an experiment.
It's as long as you. Because of how small people's attention span is right now,
it has to straight away.
You have to do it within the first 2 seconds. Make your point in the first 2 seconds. Whether it's a text-to-speech thing saying "smash it up."
You know what? Mo hit me up one time when I was trying to use it for Never a Foul for a period. Mo hit me up saying that's what you need to do is your 10-second intro. Man switched off. Move that 10-second intro. But this is like Tim. You're gonna get to know Mo. The guy studies the game. I
love that. That's what I love. I love that. This is what I'm saying.
And telling that stuff like about, and I had the maddest experience with TikTok one time where I'd posted this drill. It was a video where I'd used drill music or something, right? And all my videos were, say, getting about 150 watches, right?
Yeah, that's the average.
This was middle of a load of them. And like all of a sudden, one Sunday, I went in on it and it was like almost say 150. Then I went in an hour later and it was like 800. And I was like, huh? What the hell? Then went back like an hour later, 1,500. And it went on till it got to about 4,000 and then stopped. And I think probably some people
that's the point I'm making. It's a circle of engagement. They'll send it out to a group of people. If you get lucky and they engage with it because it's been sent to the right people, TikTok will then send it out to a bigger group and a bigger group. And that's why you can go from one video having 1 million to the next one having 100. But at the same time, you can go to 1 million. You can go to 1 million views, and your views can just stop like that because those people that they sent it to last, they didn't care. They didn't like it. So your 1 million views can cut off like that. And the only time people will then see that TikTok, because TikTok ain't supporting that video you made anymore, the only time people would see it is if they physically go on your account and search it up and look at it.
So wait, what you're explaining right here is algorithms at their best.
Algorithms. Yeah,
it's the same as YouTube.
I love that. Is the hashtag thing important on TikTok? The hashtags, how important are they?
To a degree, it can help send your video to the right people.
The For You page and stuff.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is ultimately it's your first, like, you need to get liked by one, and then it's almost like that will spread it, and then that will spread it until people stop liking it. Then it's like, see you later.
Sounds like some Indian variant.
This is what. So obviously, when Twister said before, you're not selling this app to me, yeah. When I was trying to talk about it, but he's now saying he changed his mind. So big up Humo. He's saying, okay, this sounds better. Let me create an account. Go on, create an account and make sure you follow us lot on there.
So the funniest thing is, Twister,
what song should I flip first?
Go for whatever's popping right now.
Yeah, real chat, realist talk.
Tion, main.
No, but not a song that's like UK rap. Something different.
Nah, but why not?
What? How?
This might be the issue, bruv. Like right now, you're trying to delve too deep. So
come back.
Find a little.
You have sound. Yeah, you have sound that you can use in the background, but because you're mixing it together, do a thing of what's popping right now. So you have RD, obviously. Any track from RD, any track from Tion, any track from, I don't know, Bugsy's new album, whichever one's popping right now, and is Late Nights in the Sixth One. I don't know, any of those ones, right? And just use it. And that's what I rate about YouTube. YouTube just did it as well. Like I said, you know how I said TikTok is basically making every other app play catch up? YouTube's the one that's doing it, but they're doing it the best right now. They opened a creator fund where you can tap into money. And that's what I did. I did a tester on my actual YouTube account, the one I use for my videos. And I posted a video of an old video of Jake Paul and Mayweather together before they had beef. And it got something like 4,000 views, 1.4 thousand views. And the rest, I haven't got that many subscribers. So YouTube's basically copied TikTok's algorithm, but it's YouTube's fan base.
You know what? I'll be 100. Yeah,
it's called Shorts, isn't it? Is it called
Shorts?
Hashtag Shorts.
Me, like, firstly, the reason why I think that's cold is YouTube don't even need to do that. Yeah, because YouTube's different to all them lot. Yeah, but the fact it's doing it is almost a bit like a piss take. Like it's almost like YouTube warning them little younger social media.
We're coming.
We can do what you lot are doing easily because
they're throwing money into it. They've thrown money into it. It's a long day.
That's what I'm saying. If you want us to throw P at it, because for me, I'm still getting used to YouTube, but YouTube's this algorithm world. I need what's it called? Keanu Reeves and the Matrix to understand that stuff, because it's just. But it's definitely there. But this is mad because we've jumped away from music. It's still relevant. But so I think we all agreed RD meaty, right?
Middle of the road, yeah.
Middle of the road,
yeah.
But
he's still a person. For me, he's still a personality for me.
Yeah,
musically,
it's a bit. None of us are saying he's awful, but
he's
it's
still
a bit
very
like.
welcome.
I feel like what we're going to do here.
Space for him.
Yeah, see what I'm clocking. Yeah, and I think this is going to be a reoccurring theme. yeah, is that as a producer in the music scene, yeah, Tim don't want to burn no bridges, right? So I could bring Tion, I could bring Russ up right now, and he's gonna ride for Russ, right? So
no, I'm never realistically gonna work with Arnie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
why not?
never gonna
Why not, Buff? What? You don't like the man then? Is it the colour of his skin? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
You don't like Brighton. It's cool. I don't like Brighton. It's too far away, bruv. It's fine. Right. So then the other topics we want to discuss. I want to discuss before the end of the show, Shaybo.
What now?
Tion Wayne and Meeks Manny.
So which one?
What do we go with next? You know what? I'm going to say it now. We're going with Shaybo because we discussed Mandem. Let's discuss Shaybo. Right. And obviously, she just released Mud.
Yeah, I just listened to it. Oh my, that is a track.
This is where, before you say what you're going to say, this is where I think there's going to be some disagreements, right? So,
yeah,
go on, Mo. Your floor.
I listened to it, yeah, and it was like she found. Correct me if I'm wrong technically, yeah, but it's like she found a sick middle ground between Afro beats and rap, right? Because I listened to a bit of her Daily Doppy as well, and that I don't know how to explain it too much, but that track it's a very, very good track. I like the single a lot.
Okay, so firstly, I take back everything I said because the way you went, I thought you were going to completely shut it down.
Nah, it's good.
That was the ageist, yeah, because I was thinking you're gonna like the hype her, yeah.
Nah, like I've got a lot of female rappers. I've got to listen, like, because there's more and more coming out like every other week, right? There's so many more. So, like Trilly Banks has been here for a minute. I really like her music, and I haven't been able to tap into a load of others. But Shaybo is the other one I rate a lot. Them two and Miss Banks are the ones I rate massively. And Shaybo is cold. That single is sick.
Shaybo is Shaybo. Like at first, I was like, is she just shouting a lot and being a bit aggy, right?
She's very aggy.
Then the more I've listened to, the more I've realised. And actually, hold tight, Mario Blacks. For once, you were right. Yeah, for once.
Just the one time.
You're not right about Heady One, right? But
just the one time. We'll discuss.
The more I've heard, the more I've liked her as a rapper. Yeah. But the way she's just all of a sudden gone, oh, yeah, I'll do this as well. And you summed it up perfectly. It's middle ground, bruv. Like, she
found a sick crossover.
She's literally just gone rap, and then gone, oh, Afro beats if you want.
Yeah.
Like, anyone for some Afro beats, by the way, because I can do that. And like, I'm not going to say it's my favorite track. It's not necessarily my vibe, but I can listen to it and think, this is musical. Like, this is proper.
Have you not had no pressure? Have you not had no pressure?
Nah.
That's her single. She performed it on Colours for Colours, and then One Extra have got like an actual recorded version of it that they're playing, but it's not only the Colours versions on streaming. But that song is cold. That is
what you were talking about.
Yeah, I think I was talking about that.
When I heard Mud, I thought you were talking about Mud. So on this,
no. Today I was talking about Mud, but no pressure.
No. Last week you were talking about.
Oh yeah. I was talking about would have been no pressure. No pressure.
Right, and what is she singing even more?
Singing on the hook and rapping on the chorus, and so singing on the hook and rapping on the verses.
Yeah, I need to hear that.
Oh, that rhythm. That's my favorite Shaybo.
It's mad because she's come through and almost like she's going to be the next one, isn't it? Realistically, like
she's come through with a massive chain, with a aggressive voice, and she ain't taking no prisoners. It seems like.
Furthermore, I think Soups. Would you crawl across broken glass? No. Okay.
I think.
Trinity is still the queen.
No. I'm not even from a biased point.
No,
I think the female game is going to come. It's going to who's going to end up the person, etc. I think it's going to be some unexpected madness. Like I don't think it's going to be like rah because it's very much like to me. It's kind of like I think it's kind of an even playing field with regards to like.
What you're saying is some female RD is going to come out of nowhere Yeah.
And well, there is one.
Someone tried it on Twitter, and she got forget RD getting the smoke because he's a white rapper. There was some female white girl.
Her thing's popping. How do you mean?
Yeah.
Hold on, which one's Bren?
Brenya with the 3.
No.
Bryn. Oh, we're talking about.
Is she the one? Is she one on the road who was freestyling?
Yeah.
Big up Uncle Laurie. He's saying how we're not talking about Little Sims.
Yeah, but you see, Little Sims. The problem
different
with Little
wave,
Sims is like
different.
it's a different way. No, but she's her genre. Like,
Venom.
It's not. I heard she's doing a madness on TikTok as well. Actually, thinking about it, but like I heard the Sims thing, and I'll be 100. It's not my vibe. Like,
Venom.
Sims has been about from day. It's not my vibe. So I'm not saying she's dead, but it's like if I came on and said Naz is not my vibe. Like it's just not my vibe.
What about? Do you know what? Like when you're
Bryn,
comparing,
I want to see this Bryn.
Yeah. So when you're comparing rappers like this, so Little Sims, I wouldn't even discuss her in the same brackets as Trillery, Shaybo, stuff like that.
No, because she's not in that bracket.
She's not in that bracket. So I if I was going to talk about Little Sims, I'd compare her to people like Any.
Nah. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Are they not like the same sort of, you don't think the same sort of mold? If people don't know, any had the tune "Peng Black Girls" and then
because I don't feel like you say that about Kendrick, like because it's just like she's most comparable to Kendrick musically.
Who?
It's Little Sims.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say that, but I just mean obviously, yeah, not talking about white scope. I'm talking about in the UK women's rap scene. If you're like, if you're gonna have,
let me give you some context. Yeah, I hope nobody's worrying about what Little Sims is doing over there because she streams nearly 5 million a month on Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah, and that is crazy. That is crazy.
You know what? I'll be 100.
The rest of the girls.
And you know what? I'll be 100. One thing that we have, so we've literally for the last 3 days, obviously started to understand money in streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of it is that when you start creating a catalog, and every day your catalog gets bigger, right? Is that as long as your catalog continues to get bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, you should never have a day where you earn less than the day before, because your catalog's getting bigger. So, like that content, once it's up, that's there forever, right? And the tags are there forever, and everything is there to draw people to it forever. So, as long as you keep adding content to that catalog, like it will lead back, and some might not click on the next video, but some might, right? So. There's a lot of, I mean, everyone talks about how different people have owned the Beatles catalogue. There's reasons for that. There's reasons for why The Weeknd has just released.
He's a smart guy, man.
His first thing,
House of
Balloons on Apple Music. All of a sudden, 2021 release. Like because people like my mum that all of a sudden last week decided she likes The Weeknd.
Go back to that because
she's telling me she likes to go to sleep to The Weeknd. I'm like, well, if you like to go to sleep to The Weeknd,
what Weeknd does she like? You know what's mad? Yeah, Weeknd. I swear to you, this Donny has got such a diverse fan base. Do you know what as well?
He's on the world a lot.
That's why you can't chat to Kendrick.
See, for me, The Weeknd, yeah, like my favorite Weeknd is House of Balloons vibe. It's that trippy, right? But I love the visuals. The visuals are insane. Yeah, his videos are always cold. But the guy can cross over fully. Like the guy can cross over, like and sound like I mean, he's like the modern day MJ almost. But from my mum, I don't know what my mum likes because I don't listen to The Weeknd no more. But from she told me she falls asleep, I was like, if you can fall asleep to The Weeknd, you need to listen to House of Balloons because that will have you snoozing. Like that is trippy.
I hope your mom's listening to Trilogy as well because that was
Bruno Mars is a bad one as well. Bruno Mars.
Absolutely bad,
but for me, I've just got to give a shout out to that one video.
And also shout out Kaz.
Hold tight, Sammy Cass. You know, we're talking new names and that. Hold tight, Cass. So part of the family tree. But what's that video? There's one video, one weekend video
where the music is trash, the audio's trash, but the video is crazy.
The music suits almost the video. It's the one filmed by that Russian dog. It's like a game of Call of Duty where they're robbing a bank.
Oh yeah,
It's all. But the guy,
a lot of people get shot and stuff.
But
like
anyway,
that,
we need to keep this on subject, or we're not going to get in. So Shaybo, she's showing levels, like that. I now feel she's going to cross up. She's got the street hype. She's now crossing over. She's started making that power move fully. Maybe to take the spot that is being left by Steph.
Steph.
She's trying to find that song.
Hear what I'm screaming, That leaves a space behind her, because when someone starts making that crossover and having to adapt, it leaves that space for the rap, right? And for me, like I've been telling you for a while, Tim, that I'm waiting to see Trillery. Like Trillery can rap. She's one of the coldest, possibly apart from Leisha, who will always put up there for me, right? Trillery is just upping her levels. She's playing the long game. I didn't see it. She's playing it consistent. But Tim, I want to see a crossover. I want to see a crossover. I want to see some singing, bruv. Get her in that studio. I want to see some singing.
You know what? Okay, this is all good. This is all relevant. But can we just have a quick round robin? Yeah, I'll go to you, Daps, first. Say it with your chest. Shaybo, Mud, the tune. Yeah. Right. Massive or In the Mud?
Definitely not In the Mud. It will it ever be in my top 3? Maybe not, but that's just the type of music I listen to. Can I respect the music fully 100%? Like the music's cold.
Yeah.
Tim?
I respect the move. I say she's not massively in the mud.
Okay.
But she's slightly, so it's not sinking sand or sinking mud, but it's like not in the
quicksand.
I wouldn't care if I didn't hear it. Yeah. I wouldn't care if I didn't hear it again personally. But go listen to No Pressure. And No Pressure, I'm telling you, No Pressure is a Ras Clark.
I'm controversial.
Okay.
I would not mind if I never hear Nas Ether again, but I respect the track. I respect the track. So
that's a wild take. So.
Fully.
Okay, so Mo, obviously,
not even If I Rule the World, really. That's Ether. That's actually something.
The thing is, because If I Ruled the World is a tempo that in a club goes off, so I'll probably hear it again. Whereas Ether, not so.
Okay, so Mo, obviously, last but not least, Shaybo, Mud, her new tune has just been released. Yesterday, or visuals released yesterday. Yeah. Mo, Massive or In the Mud? What are you saying?
Mud.
I think I'm the same as you guys. I've only listened to it once, right? I love the track, but I haven't heard it enough to say whether I would care if I didn't hear it again. I need to listen to it more.
But sorry, just one last thing I would say. It's a very similar move if you think about it to what how does the name go at that point? Just won an award.
Nah, you've lost us.
Just won an award. Come on, likes his Fanta with no ice.
Jay Huss.
It's a similar. Look, go and listen to old Jay Huss, right? And then respect the switch that happened, And if you think about it, it's very similar. It's a very Jay Huss was the most road brother, rap.
Same label.
There we go. So maybe she's female wise. This is the female Jay Huss move. All of a sudden, she's just jumped from street UK rap to Afro beats like that. And then Jay Huss did it, and he's getting labelled as one of the musical geniuses. And now you've said it's the same label. That's even madder, right? So we've done Shaybo.
Yeah, big up Twister. He's saying Mud is closer to Mud. They're massive, but No Pressure is incredible. So he's agreeing with you, Tim.
I need to listen to this No Pressure. I think the vibe will be me. So then we move on, right? So the two we've got left to talk about is Meets Manny, and Tion. And for me, Meets Manny was my track of the week last week on the Lookout Show. I'm not going to give away what my track of the week this week is, but so.
But what was Mo? Was it you that was saying you didn't even think the song was that hard?
Right, let's get into
what
it.
Do you mean, this is what I'm saying.
Tim, calm down, because we've been waiting for this, right? So we are going to talk about Meets Manny, and we're going to talk about what's it called? Respect the Hustle. No, we'll talk Tion afterwards. So Meets Manny.
Come on.
So
respect the come up.
Respect the come up. Sorry.
Respect the come up. Yeah.
I'm respecting the hustle. But
this is what I'm saying. He's telling you what you got to do, Mo. You got to respect the
come up. Thing is like probably about 2 weeks before. So this time last year, Meets Manny went and dropped Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Yeah.
Visuals crazy. Track crazy. Cold, super cold, in fact, cold. The guy's cold. I'm a big Meets Manny.
What was the thing in the tank?
Can't Stop, Won't Stop. But just that, the build up, the way you're just waiting for him to catch the flow. But I listen to it now and still respect what he's talking about, the flow, everything. The guy's cold. We were talking about people that can change flows and it still sound calm. My guy changes flows and it sounds calm, right? Then he did Not like me? Like me,
yeah.
Again, visuals completely different to the Tanks thing, but the visuals, the attention to detail, even down to the little things that are on the table in front of him.
It's so simple. So
it's so cold. Like
you know what? He wore outfits. All the outfits were outfits that he'd worn in previous videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got and the sickest thing is goes to the one where the guy when he's in the SWAT team type thing, and then or it might not even be the SWAT team one, but one of them on the table in front of them is a little mini tank and a couple of little SWAT team guys. Like honestly, the visuals are so clever and dope, yeah. And then disappeared, and I'm like, where the fuck is Meets Manny? Like, and then out of nowhere he comes through, does exactly. And Mo, before you get into your Mo, go on.
Wait. Before you, Mo, big up CY saying the whole streets of UK was banging Meeks, bro. He's on his own level.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how he's sick there? You know how he's sick there? Imagine this, yeah. I went to one studio about a month ago, yeah, and I swear to you, this was one of the best studios I've ever been to in the UK, yeah. Ridiculous. It's on what used to be a farm, apparently. It don't look like a farm, it looks like some royal estate. Yeah.
Sounds like new money studio still.
There's swimming pool, there's a tennis court, all part of the studio, yeah. Went there, and the engineer was saying Meeks Manny went there, yeah, and it's got lodges that you can stay in whilst you're there. Meeks Manny went there, he took bare gal, bare man. There's some old school. Listen to this. Yeah? There's an old school double decker bus, yeah, that was decommissioned and just on the land. One of his man there must have climbed up on top of it, yacked off it. He lives that life. He does the mad things. The engineer
that sounds like me in my garden on Tuesday night, bruv. I'm not going to lie, but
he is that guy. Bad man still.
But you know what? So obviously, what I was saying is how the come up was cold. I'm massive. Then he disappeared, right? And then he's come back. But you see where someone just comes back. So someone we've compared him to already is back with a bang, right? Mist, yeah. He's took the whole Mist come up of the visuals and just gone, cool, I'm going to do it bigger and better than you. Like the visuals are just so crazy. But now I'm I get what you're saying, Mo, right? But trust me, the guy is in his own lane, right? And the way he raps is also in his own lane. Let's
let Mo say what he's saying.
So go on, Mo. Tell us what. Sorry, we getting carried away because we're big fans, and that's why we were like, "What is this guy saying?"
Listen,
so what are you saying, Mo? What are you saying about Meeks Manny?
I agreed with everything you said around the sound. So you said I watched the visuals. And I thought this guy's put effort into it. There's a clear concept around everything he did. The brand looked nice, but it was just the sound. It was only the sound. I haven't messed with it. And maybe this, like I said, you can't make music for everybody, yeah. but the visuals are crazy, and I like the brand. I just got to listen to more music. It's just a thing. Maybe I have to. Maybe it'll grow on me or whatever. But
now, you know what?
Right now, I don't like it.
Now, you know what we're going to do? Once we've worked out the mastering of doing watch-alongs without YouTube banning us, yeah, I feel we're going to do a show where we do a Meeks Manny watch-along with the lyrics, with Mo, where we're pausing it, going, are you listening to what the guy's saying? Because this is the key. And this is where sometimes watching visuals are great, but sometimes I have to lock off the visuals, get in my whip, and go for a drive and listen to what man's saying, but
Swiss.
Just quickly,
I can say that about a couple upcoming ones, like, but yeah.
But quickly, onto CY's comment, real quick, yeah. Now, CY sometimes said things and they've gone over my head. Now, I don't know if he said something and it's gone over my head, or he said something and he doesn't even know what he said, right? But, and this is where it's clever, Mo. This is where I saw the helicopter and I knew it was a rap, right?
Yeah. I said that on WhatsApp. I said the visuals were cold. I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the UK pull off a helicopter.
So Mo, see what happened there. Hold on, Mo, see what happened there. That went over your head, bruv. Let me break it down for you. I saw the helicopter. I knew it was a rap.
Stop Englishizing that Issa, because it's a rap.
What it means is, man got a helicopter and wrapped it. Yeah, that's not. He put a wrap around the helicopter.
Yeah. I saw that.
Come on, and that's Meek Manny bars right there, bro.
And also, he wrapped the helicopter. Yeah, he wrapped the helicopter, and the helicopter wrapping, the pattern on the helicopter was the same as his clothes.
He's wearing, bro. Listen, pause. Then listen to that. Hold on. So you know the wrap on the helicopter. Then you know the outfit. Yeah. Then you know how somehow he's managed to turn the outfit into a balaclava type face wrap thing. Now I'm not saying this is definite, but in it he's talking about when he knew that Virgil was involved in Louis. Yeah. He had to get the green and purple, I think he says, outfits. Yeah, I need to take them boots. And I'm thinking, hold on a second, I swear the outfit he is wearing, yeah, is exactly what he's talking about in the track, like some exclusive Virgil Louis drop, possibly. Like, and he's then gone and got the helicopter rap like it. But we're talking about visuals. Mo, lyrically and the beat, what are you saying?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
It just sounded off, man. It just sounded off. It was just. I don't know how to explain it. I haven't listened to much of his music.
I want an explanation. What does off mean?
Right, so I was going to say, what headphones have you got? What speakers have you got? Like, because honestly,
are you listening to your phone on loudspeaker?
Off beat, off trend, off what's in.
The flow is just weird, man. I think maybe it'll grow on me, but the sound wasn't for me right now.
I respect it. I'm not gonna.
This is where I was saying earlier, yeah, that I'm a massive fan of multi-syllable rhyming, and if you can do double multi-syllable rhyming and you can carry it on for a whole verse, that's cold, right?
Yeah.
And people that generally, like, there's one Nines track where we carried on the same multi-syllable rhyming till about the 14th bar and changed it, and I was like, you dickhead, but that sounded dead. Right? Out of nowhere. I was like, bruv, that's lazy. You had 2 bars. You cannot think of 2 more bars of multi-syllables. That was lazy, bruv. It wasn't something. There's some people that can switch the pattern and carry it off correctly. RD cannot do that shit, yeah? Meeks Manny can do that shit. He switches the flow up, but it's flawless, bruv. Like, and also his beat selection is great. Like, his beat selection is just solid. Like,
apparently he's got about 8 16-year-olds on Fruity Loops in the studio with him at all times. Like, that's what the engineer said.
Big up the production crew.
I wouldn't be.
This is so confusing to me.
Right, let's take it back to Can't Stop, Won't Stop, where he was talking about youngers that will do things for a Gucci bag. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit, bro.
These man are cold. You
know, the good thing is obviously that was wrapped up very nicely. I think we're like coming towards the end of the show. So before we move any further,
hold on. Before we move on, so as soon as we can do watch-alongs, with music, we're doing a Meeks Manny watch-along, right?
Break it down.
Because massively. For me, even I'm not gonna lie, I was a Meeks Manny fan. Then I watched an American reaction video on Meeks Manny.
Yeah,
right? It elevates it.
Even the way them man are pausing it and like, hold on, take that back. Did he really just say that? And but they don't get what it helps.
They're just funny to watch.
They help you to get things like
they get so gassed. They get so gassed off.
They get gassed over the deadest of things, you know, the most basic.
Oh my God! He said he brought
yo. He just
hold on. I need to watch along by Americans on someone clever like Wretch, because I reckon 95% of the bars.
There's a couple of them that are stopping it like every second, and then there's some who just sound like they like that he sounds good, but it's crazy. Some of them catch up. Like there's a guy called Doc Rich and what's his name? No Life Shack. I've been following No Life Shack since like the start of his YouTube, right? And he was catching on to Dave and Wretch's every single bar, and because like Americans, they exaggerate it. No Life Shack takes it 10 times worse. He will stop the video, he will leave the room, and he will come back 5 minutes later with it still recording. He won't edit the video.
Now, you know why that's clever. We're going to go away to real quick. We're just going to go away to, we were talking about TikTok. He's clever, because that means he's going to get an extra 2 minutes. Going to get an extra 2 adverts in his video, bruv. Like, he's mashing a P. That 5 minutes, he's gone out timed it going, that's an extra 5. Go back in, what you're saying. Like, trust me, sensational. Right. But there's no way that we can leave without talking about Tion Wayne. Whoa. So, Tim, what's your view?
I think it's really interesting how quickly it seems that everybody involved with that Body song has dropped, apart from Russ actually, has dropped. How quickly, so it's like Tion, they're probably number 2 or number 3 in the chart right now, and he's dropped straight off with a song that sounds sonically in that vein. I think it's a smart move. Interesting to see how it does. It's his first solo song in how long. He's finally trying to create wrong that he can make a song that's a banger without a feature, etc. So,
there was a lot of conversation on that. But they were saying, is Tion only Tion because of the features? Like he's helped people, he's put people on their careers, but he's only been known to make his hits have only come off ironically, coincidentally, features.
So I was thinking, because Tion's come up, actually, Tim knows it, because I wasn't getting Tion's come up. And Tim was telling me, nah, you know what? The guy's done a lot of Afro beat kind of collabo type things, and he's got a big fan base in that. Obviously, he's definitely known in N9 and whatever else, and that definitely helped. But he had that come up, right? But what I've been seeing since this thing is a lot of people saying, now back to the Tion we want to hear. And when you were talking about the collabos, I was seeing it a bit like, who is that guy that was on Rick Ross's label? Not Meek, not Rick Ross, the third one. Rick Ross, the third one.
Wale.
Who, Wale, bang average rapper. However, he had bangers from collabos. Like, the guy knew how to make collaborations, And I was thinking that with Tion. But then this thing is probably my favorite Tion thing. But I'm seeing online people from kind of his zones are saying, this is the Tion we want to see. This is the Tion we know. This is what he does.
I heard a sick story. I was reading a sick story about him actually. His the transition from when he was still upcoming to when he actually blew up. And he went to some sort of uni party. He went to a uni party, and you know when the man will just gas you around when you're spitting bars. That's what they're doing on stage, but no one was actually rating his music. And he came back a week later after he released a single, and the place went off. And I think that was because they were rating his. He developed a proper big fan. He's actually been making music for a while now.
Because basically he's been making tunes with RnB from way back, basically. You know what I mean? And that was his lane into the uni raves, and that's
right. So let's be 100, right? So I can talk about Afrobeat. I used to book Afrobeat as a Afrobeats DJ, right? £50, right? I can also talk about booking Dizzy for £50.
You didn't have to go there. You didn't have to go there.
But it's relevant to the Afrobeat scene and the come up of Afrobeats, Afro swing. Yeah, that them man, it's a community and they're supporting one another. Yeah, fully, differently. If there is like so. And one time I'm booking Afrobeats, and one time I went to book him, was like, yeah, got another rave. He was like, okay, you've got to go through my agent. I'm like, what?
Got an agent?
He goes, well, because I'm now an artist as well. I'm thinking, what? You're just like, he wasn't even doing peak times. And he's now telling me he's an artist, got an agent. I'm doing a tour, so it can't clash with the raves you're doing. I'm thinking, he's just made, like, he's got it. He's got the music because he's a DJ. There's no one better that gets music than DJs because they read what the crowd like, yeah? So
understand it's different, yeah.
So he's clocked the crowd and got, do you know what? This is what I need to do. And then I'm just going to drop some little, like, let's be honest, in that days when Afrobeats was on the come up, it was like Drogba days and that. It was very basic. NSG is still just about moving from basic to me, right? So he did it himself, yeah, and blew up swiftly. Because imagine you're a DJ that pushes other artists, but now you're pushing yourself. And then all the DJs you playing raves with, they're pushing you, yeah? And you're doing a tour and bringing other DJs in. And that community just suck it all. Like, honestly, I've never seen in UK music, honestly, from back in UK garage days, I've never seen a community that pushes one another in the music scene more than Afrobeats, honestly. Like, and the unis just all ride for each other. Heady One came up off of uni. Let's be 100. It was a different situation in a uni, but he came up off of uni. Like that uni Afrobeats is a different come up, right?
So would you disagree with Uncle Laurie saying that Tion Wayne is boring?
Right. So I could have.
Boring is the wrong word. Boring is the wrong word.
Like, I feel like I'm glad he did this because what we have seen is a lot of Tion Wayne 16 bars. Yeah.
Listen, he's washing people on drill with the flows and the cadences. And
you know what? 1,000,000% agree with you on that. Like, he's featuring, but if you think about it, on drill, he's less. He's probably the most unmonotone London artist out there, right?
Yeah.
But the chicks love him, probably because of the Afrobeats.
And
right?
well, whether he's musically sick or not, you have to put respect on him automatically because of the amount of people he's put on their careers through Keisha, Becky, and through Body.
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
He set Ardy up for a nice paycheck.
You can argue that he's helped H, but like, let's be real.
Yeah.
He's helped Afrobeat. He's helped H. He's helped multiple people. He's put people on songs. He had Ling on his last project.
Bruv, he's helped Heady One. No publicity. Sorry, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, he's helped Heady One.
Helped each other.
Of course. Come on, bruv. Of course, 1,000,000% they've helped each other, but it still help. Like, they've helped each other come up.
No publicity.
Like, if we go back to grime days, let's be honest. Chip gave Bugsy the biggest spud in the world because Bugsy's just gone off of the Chip team. Like,
That's
undeniable. That's undeniable.
Dizzy helped Crazy Titch. All these clashes, they help one another. So Heady and Tion, however much they might not like each other, they've probably made each other's families comfortable. Like, so let's be real. That's what they've done. Like, by actually keeping, and I hope by what happened on the plane, I think they're keeping it musical at the moment. So let's just hope they keep it musical because they're helping each other's families and each other probably get to a point where they ain't living in the bits and having to do stuff like that no more.
I mean, that's a far take. I won't put their beef with each other down to theirs as the reason for their success, but
marketing.
Hold on. I'm not putting it down to that, but it's helped. There's no point like it hasn't helped, bruv.
It's helped.
Yeah.
Didn't Tion bag a job at WhatsApp as well as like head of viral marketing or something like that?
Right, he's coming like Jim Jones.
That
fake?
wasn't real. That was fake.
You know what?
Okay.
Do you know what the baddest thing is? I didn't even flinch when you said that because honestly, if you think how American music was, Tim, Jim Jones bagging jobs that were insane, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And if you look at UK music, if you want to put a UK artist that might bag an insane job, you would not disagree with it being someone like Tion Wayne.
Nah, if it happened, fair play. But I'm like looking at what we can see from Tion. He's like, yes, he's put people on their careers, but like doing it as a full-time job for WhatsApp, I don't think it would have made a lot of sense in terms of the ROI for WhatsApp.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't make a lot of sense with Jim Jones either. After about 2 years, he was gone with leaving bills behind and all sorts, bruv. But he lived his life, bruv. So that's what I'm saying. Honestly, yeah, I could see it because if you think of it, will happen. Like if you look at the way American music went, it will happen. At the moment, obviously, record labels are probably still reaching out to people that have come up through uni and whatever else. But at some point, they're going to think, hold on a minute. Like, let's take an example. Mist come up. He was clever. He was like, how do I stand out? I'm going to do the visual thing, right? So when you've got artists that are doing that and then spending their own money and being entrepreneurs, yeah, at some point labels are going to start looking at these people and thinking, do you know what? Forget this guy from uni that's got no disrespect to people that go uni, get an education. But they'll be looking at these people that go uni and just study the art of whatever it's called. And then they're going to look at people that have come up and just gone, do you know what? I'm going to switch up my hustle. I'm going to jump on the music thing and I'm going to get big. And they do it, yeah? And labels are going to go, hold on. This is the guy we need to go with. Like, that's what's happened in America. It will happen over here. Like, so... And, like I said, people like H are the type... Because, like... When I was going back and talking about, Timmy had to tell me about, Tion Wayne's come up, right? Because I didn't get it one bit. But there was a come up. That's why he is where he is. So when you're looking at that and you're trying to understand the come up, but there was a come up, you have to respect it. And record labels are going to respect it. It's not like these plants that, I don't know if they exist or not, but I know
there was a whole conversation on Link Up, the hub, about industry plants with Silla and Malika.
That's a whole different show. These man think there's a plant there, yeah, right? And we're like Tion Wayne wasn't a plant, so you have to try and get your head around how these people create a hype, and that's what labels will do. It'll happen in UK. I'm telling you, you're going to start hearing of UK artists getting big ass jobs at record labels or WhatsApp or TikTok or whatever. Because they're showing some sort of skills.
It will happen. It will happen. But right now, if Tion Wayne was to do it, it wouldn't make sense.
No.
But there'll be artists who've been working. There will be artists in the future. I'm certain of it. Who will be people working around artists while they're still independent. Like whoever's been working with Mist. Whoever's been working XYZ, they've been doing some stupidly clever stuff, and they will bag big marketing jobs.
Let me put a name out to you. Sincere. The guy was a UK rapper, right?
Stay Flea.
However, yeah, he's behind Trado, right? And I would not be surprised with the recent collaboration that he hasn't got some involvement in Central C, right? Because Tim might be able to say something on that, but I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, because he's made that collaboration happen. Then you talk, who's the guy that used to rap? Biggs, was it, Timmy? And he's behind some people, isn't he?
I don't think he's behind.
Yeah, we'll do next episode. We'll talk on that.
Really?
He is. Yeah, bruv, he is. He's behind people. But all these, but if
I'm
you
gonna ask him. I chat to him still.
I have a feeling he might be involved in Tiny Temper. Might be. And that whole movement, right? Have a feeling, right? But what I'm saying is...
You're not talking about G-Fresh.
That was G-Fresh. No, Biggs is someone else. G-Fresh, you're right. But if all of a sudden you're looking at G-Fresh, Biggs, and Sincere, yeah? None of them were...
They're very good examples, anyway. They're good examples.
they're three people that as rappers they weren't huge, but there was a buzz around them. How did they get that buzz? And then all of a sudden they're coming back. So it will happen, and it will be your gig.
It won't just be rappers though. It will the same applies to R&B. I think I'm trying to think of artists while you were talking. Shaka is a name that comes up. Shaka is stupidly clever, and I think I don't think people give him credit. He's different. I'm not talking about.
But bruv, he'll come up as a writer.
No, he can do everything. He's mixed. He's producing.
Now, the guy that will bring him in will be a Sincere or a Biggs, like entrepreneurs. Like they'll be grabbing him and using his talent.
Listen. We missed out the best one of them all, J2K.
Yeah, absolute bruv. Mad. Who even saw that coming, bruv? But hold on.
Crep Protect. Mad stuff. Yeah. Mad stuff.
And home as well.
Let's be 100.
Mad. Have you seen that home Hennessy tap suit?
Yeah. That he made. Yeah, I think he said he used to be a plumber. He used to do some engineering and stuff. So he made his own home thing. But the socks. Hold on.
So real quick.
You for the next barbecue with Shams.
But real talk, yeah. Mo.
Yeah.
Do you even know who J2K is?
Nah.
Right. So
we'll show you.
J2K. I'm going to put this out there. Shoot me down if you want. There's only one other mixtape that I would put up there as possibly out before his that caused a buzz like his. Yeah.
No, it was his.
I was going to say maybe Bashi. Maybe.
No, that came after. That went after.
No, not Chubba Chops. The one before. Maybe I don't know.
That's who I am.
But either way, J2K, Heat on the Streets. Yeah, no one had heard of J2K. No one, right? And then all of a sudden, this guy comes out with a mixtape, rapping over all sorts of beats, grime, but then also and it was also probably involved Target as well. To be fair, who as an entrepreneur he's the one from the scene that's probably done what we're talking about
and Trent,
the fullest.
And Trent, RP Trent as well.
Yeah,
from time Target's got multiple TV shows now.
Yeah, Target's
being made into a series as well.
And Target is so much P off of PRS of other people.
TNT, yeah.
But J2K came through sounding on all sorts of genres, not just grime, but sounding like a more lyrical version of Wiley. Literally sounded the same, but a more lyrical on all sorts of beats. Came through, Heat on the Streets, but never really that big. And then all of a sudden, all sorts of, as the crossover from urban music into different walks of life, you find out J2K is involved in it behind the scenes. The guy, it's a different subject, but let's move on to Soups. Do you want to give a quick shout out?
Well, a half an hour over, but yeah.
Yeah, we were over. It's normal. This is normal. We budgeted for that, but
I was trying to see. Yeah, but so yeah, absolutely massive shout out to Carl Rossi each and every time. Sensational moderator in multiple groups, like literally doing the Lord's work, like killing it. Him and
Jamino.
Yes, absolutely smashing
it.
Jamino. Smashing it each and every time. He's saying it's weekend, payday settings. He's saying big up the panel. He sent us a super chat. Absolutely massive appreciation.
I love the support in everything you're doing, so really appreciate it. So listen, boys, I think let's just really quick go around the table on Tion. Mud or dud? Actually, no, we'll change it. Woe or washed?
Wow.
Whoa, wow. Whoa, wow. That's a different conversation. I'm going with wow.
For this single solely, yeah?
Yeah, fully this single.
Tion Wayne wow. Is it wow or washed, Mo? What are you saying?
Is there's no middle ground?
No middle ground. There's nothing. There's no fences. We don't do fences.
Oh, wow. It leans to it goes to wow then. It's not wow.
You were even questioning it. Timmy?
Wow.
No, but I'm saying like trying to figure
middle ground.
That's cool, but I was trying to figure out a middle space. But if I had to pick one, it'd go wow.
He's a big wow.
Okay, so Tion, you got 4 wows going through to the next round. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Well done. Yeah.
But I don't know what my track of the week is going to be yet.
Listen, we've spoken for an hour and a half, and we haven't even touched upon Bugsy Malone's new album. So
because we'll save that. I'm going to be 100. We'll talk.
That's why it's a good podcast.
I'm probably like, yeah. But the watch-alongs, I'm hoping next time when we do this, we can play clips because that's going to make it so much better. But
he just
where did Bugsy chart? Top 10. H and Morrison charted at 46, by the way, boys.
Oh, that's dead food.
No, it's not. First week. I think that will grow. I think that will.
You told me that H got number 2 with a track I don't know if I've heard.
But I think this is going to grow. I think this is going to go on TikTok, do all that, and I think give it 3-4 weeks.
It's technically, I don't think it's going to run on TikTok as much. You know, I don't think it hasn't got a TikTok track, but it depends on how well they push it, and it depends how they push it in marketing. I haven't seen too much marketing pushes from them so far with this. It's only been a few IG sponsored ads.
But listen,
so I do know H has got an album loading. I do know that.
I think every artist that's got any sort of brain has an album ready to release
at some point,
probably in the next couple of weeks. If you want them festivals, like we don't know about June 21st, but if you want them bookings, realistically, you probably should have had it out by now.
Smash that summer run.
But we need to move because people that don't know, this has been a lot of talking about music from 10 o'clock till midnight on www.mixcloud.com/The Lookout Show and also Never a Foul on Twitter. We will be live with The Lookout Show UK, playing the best UK music, like visuals, which is like visuals and audio mixed together.
Yeah.
But now every other week, Tim, you're looking a little wham like that. Move the arms away, young man. But as I said, every other week, it's The Lookout Show, the UK Music Roundup, with myself, Daps, my co-host, Soups, Man Like Mo, and Machine Man Tim. Over that way. Chew the fat. Catch you in 2 weeks. We out. Nice.